You wake up in the middle of the night with a sharp pain in your calf, a strong spasm, as if the muscle had turned to stone. You try to get out of bed, but your leg doesn't respond. The pain is so intense, it feels like it's going to tear your skin. And even when the crisis passes, the fear remains. Fear that it will happen again. Fear of falling out of bed next time. Fear that something more serious may be happening in your body. And believe me, it might be. Frequent leg cramps, especially at night, are not a normal part of aging. They are a clear warning from your body, a silent scream that something is out of balance, a lack of magnesium, potassium, calcium, a lack of hydration, circulation, or muscle strength. They are the beginning of a dangerous cycle that can lead to loss of strength, unsteady walking, falls, and even fractures, one of the leading causes of hospitalization and death among the elderly in Brazil. But the good news is that this cycle can be broken, and the solution may be much closer than you think, in your daily diet. In this video, I'll show you the 3 most powerful foods to prevent leg cramps, strengthen your muscles, and restore the steadiness of your steps. These foods are simple, accessible, and natural. They contain the nutrients your body is desperately asking for. Nutrients that can improve your circulation, regulate nerve impulses, nourish your muscles, and allow you to sleep peacefully and walk with confidence. But pay attention. It's not enough to just know what these foods are. You need to know how and when to consume them to get the maximum benefit. That's why you should watch until the end, because in the last section I'll give you a simple, practical, and safe meal plan that any older adult can follow starting today. Now tell me, have you ever woken up with a strong cramp during the night or while walking? If so, write the word yes in the comments, and if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, take the opportunity to subscribe now. Every week, I bring practical, trustworthy information specially focused on the health of those over 60. Leg cramps are not just momentary pains, they are symptoms of something much deeper happening inside your body. And the scariest part is that we often ignore these signs, thinking it's just age or that it happens to everyone. But it shouldn't happen, and definitely not frequently. The truth is that constant cramps indicate a serious imbalance in the functioning of your neuromuscular system. When your muscles contract suddenly and painfully, it's usually because they're lacking essential minerals such as magnesium, potassium, calcium, and sodium. These minerals are responsible for transmitting nerve impulses, maintaining muscle tone, and ensuring proper contraction and relaxation of muscle fibers. As we age, the body begins to absorb fewer nutrients and eliminate the few that remain more quickly. Additionally, many older adults take medications for blood pressure, diuretics or cholesterol regulators, all of which directly interfere with the body's mineral balance. And that's when cramps begin, at night when stretching the leg, after walking for a few minutes or even while at rest. But that's not all. Poor circulation is another crucial factor. When blood does not efficiently reach the leg muscles, there is less oxygen and fewer nutrients being delivered. This leaves the muscles more vulnerable to fatigue, spasms, and pain. Over time, this condition can worsen into something more serious: chronic muscle weakness, frequent falls, and progressive loss of mobility. And we can't forget about hydration. Yes, something as simple as drinking too little water throughout the day can contribute to the appearance of cramps. Water is essential for transporting electrolytes and maintaining cellular balance. When you're dehydrated, your muscles are more prone to irregular and painful contractions. So, cramps are not random. They are the result of silent deficiencies that build up over time. The good news? These deficiencies can be corrected, and the most effective way to do that is through the right foods. Foods that nourish, hydrate, rebalance, and strengthen. In the next section, you'll discover the first powerful food to prevent cramps and strengthen your legs, along with a detailed explanation of how it works in your body. Let's go. Food number 1: banana, the essential fruit for strong, cramp-free muscles. It's simple, accessible, tasty, and perhaps the most effective natural remedy against cramps that you're still underestimating: the banana. That's right. That fruit you can find at any market or grocery store can be a powerful ally for your legs, as long as you understand why, how, and when to consume it. Bananas are one of nature's richest sources of potassium. and this mineral is absolutely essential for muscle function. It plays a direct role in transmitting nerve impulses and in balancing muscle contraction and relaxation. When your potassium levels are low, your muscles contract involuntarily, and that's when cramps appear. And the older you get, the harder it is for your body to maintain this balance on its own. That's why daily replenishment becomes crucial. But potassium doesn't work alone. Bananas also contain magnesium, another indispensable mineral that helps keep muscles relaxed, reduces stiffness, fights fatigue, and prevents the buildup of lactic acid, one of the hidden causes of muscle pain after short walks or climbing stairs. In addition, bananas provide vitamin B6, which improves the absorption of these minerals by the body and acts directly on peripheral nerve health, meaning it also helps ensure that the signals between your brain and muscles are transmitted more clearly, steadily, and quickly. Now you might be wondering, so is it just a matter of eating a banana and that's it? The answer is almost. To get the most benefit, it's best to eat the banana at the right time and with a few important considerations. Best time to consume it. Ideally, eat a banana about an hour before going to bed, especially if you often have nighttime cramps. This allows the minerals to be absorbed and used by the body during the period of greatest muscle relaxation, sleep. It can also be consumed in the morning along with breakfast to prepare your body for the day's activities. How to consume it correctly. The best way to eat a banana is natural. No sugar, no honey, no frying. Avoid caramelized versions or ready-made sweets, as excess sugar impairs potassium absorption and can promote inflammation. If you want to boost its effects, you can pair it with a handful of pumpkin seeds or a serving of plain yogurt, both rich in magnesium and easily digestible proteins. Common mistakes that cancel out its benefits. Many people think just eating a banana solves everything. But if you're dehydrated, that is, if you drink little water throughout the day, the minerals won't circulate properly in your body. That's why it's important to combine banana consumption with good hydration, at least 6 to 8 glasses of water per day. Another common mistake is eating unripe bananas, which have less available potassium, or overly ripe bananas, which can spike your blood sugar. The ideal stage is when the banana is yellow with a few brown spots. Studies confirming its effects. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that seniors who consume potassium daily have up to a 33% lower risk of developing muscle weakness in the legs. Another study from Harvard University found that regular banana consumption is associated with better physical performance, fewer falls, and greater balance in adults over 60. Real-life impact for those who consume it. People who start eating bananas regularly report improvements within the first few weeks. Fewer cramps, more energy for walking, more stability when climbing stairs, getting out of bed or off the couch, and most importantly, greater confidence in their own body. Because when you feel you can rely on your legs, you start moving freely again, and that changes everything. In summary, the banana is much more than a common fruit. It is a natural, safe, and effective support for legs that want to stay strong, steady, and pain-free. In the next section, we'll talk about another surprising food, much less known than the banana, but potentially even more effective for older adults already dealing with leg weakness, tingling, or difficulty walking. Stay with me. Food number 2, pumpkin seeds, the mineral boost. Your legs are begging for few foods are as underrated and at the same time as powerful as pumpkin seeds. These small seeds, often discarded when preparing the flesh of the squash, hide a true natural pharmacy concentrated into a single grain. For older adults who suffer from cramps, leg weakness, nighttime pain, or a loss of stability while walking, pumpkin seeds offer exactly the nutrients the body is crying out for. The main highlight of these seeds is their extremely high magnesium content, an essential mineral for muscle health. Magnesium acts as a natural muscle relaxant, preventing involuntary contractions and regulating nerve function. It also plays a role in protein synthesis, helping rebuild muscle fibers after exertion and aiding in the recovery of strength in people with age-related muscle loss. But it doesn't stop there. Pumpkin seeds are also rich in zinc, a mineral essential for the immune system and for collagen metabolism, which keeps joints and tendons functioning properly. Zinc also aids in healing micromuscle injuries, something common in those who go for walks or do light exercise on a daily basis. Another key nutrient found in these seeds is tryptophan, an amino acid that helps improve sleep quality. This is especially important for older adults who suffer from nighttime cramps, as restorative sleep is essential for muscle recovery and hormonal balance. A body that sleeps well at night experiences fewer spasms, less pain, and more energy during the day. In addition, pumpkin seeds provide healthy omega-6 fats, which help reduce inflammation in muscles and joints. This means less stiffness in the morning, easier leg movement, and greater endurance when walking longer distances. They also contain iron and phosphorus, which are important for tissue oxygenation and efficient muscle contraction. How and when to consume them to get the benefits? Pumpkin seeds can be eaten in a variety of ways: plain, lightly roasted, ground, or added to yogurt, salads, soups, or fruit. The ideal amount is 1 to 2 tablespoons per day, enough to provide magnesium, zinc, and other nutrients in therapeutic doses. However, avoid industrialized versions that contain excessive salt or preservatives. Opt for natural seeds or lightly roast them at home without added oil. For those who have trouble chewing, you can grind them and mix into breakfast or blend them with fruit in a smoothie. The best time to consume them is in the afternoon or evening, so the magnesium and tryptophan can help relax your muscles and improve sleep. This creates a dual effect, preventing cramps and promoting muscle recovery during nighttime rest. Studies supporting effects in older adults. A study published in the Journal of Research in Medical Sciences showed that daily consumption of pumpkin seeds for 6 weeks significantly reduced the frequency of cramps in people over 60. Another study, conducted in Germany, revealed that the magnesium found in pumpkin seeds helps restore neuromuscular function and improve motor coordination in adults experiencing leg strength loss. In addition, the zinc present in these seeds has proven effective in preventing muscle injuries and reducing recovery time after light physical effort. This is especially relevant for older adults starting walking routines or mobility-preserving activities. Real results: more strength, less pain. Older adults who adopt regular pumpkin seed consumption report rapid effects: fewer cramps, less morning stiffness, more energy for walking, and greater steadiness in their steps. Some people who previously avoided going out due to leg pain began walking again with safety and confidence. In summary, these seeds are a hidden treasure. They concentrate everything your legs need to regain stability: magnesium to relax the muscles, zinc to strengthen tendons and joints, iron for oxygenation, and healthy fats to reduce inflammation. And the best part, all of this in a small daily spoonful. Up next, a little-known food with a deep effect on blood circulation and muscle pain prevention in the legs. Stay with me. It might be the breakthrough you've been looking for. Food. Number 3. Beetroot, the miraculous root that boosts circulation and fights cramps. It has a rich color, sweet flavor, and a reputation unfairly limited to salads or the occasional juice. However, for those over 60, beetroot can be considered a true ally in the fight against muscle strength loss, frequent cramps, and poor circulation, all common issues affecting the legs as the years go by. The secret of beetroot lies in its high concentration of natural nitrates, compounds that, once processed by the body, are converted into nitric oxide. This substance dilates blood vessels, improves blood flow, and increases oxygen delivery to muscle tissues. That means by consuming beetroot regularly, your blood can circulate more efficiently through your legs, delivering more oxygen and nutrients while removing metabolic waste more effectively. This effect is crucial in preventing cramps. When muscles don't receive enough oxygen, they become distressed and start to contract involuntarily. Cramps. With beetroot, you not only counteract these painful contractions, but also support muscle recovery after walks or simple physical activity. In addition to nitrates, beetroot is also rich in potassium, iron, vitamin C, and antioxidants like flavonoids, all essential for maintaining muscular and vascular health. Potassium regulates fluid balance and muscle function. Iron is crucial for oxygen transport in the blood, vitamin C aids iron absorption, and flavonoids combat inflammation that can affect joints and muscles. Another important factor is that beetroot helps regulate blood pressure, which protects not only the heart but also the small blood vessels in the legs, often the first to be affected by aging. When circulation improves, the legs receive more nourishment and function with greater strength and stability. How and when to consume beetroot for optimal effects? The best way to reap all the benefits of beetroot is raw or lightly cooked, preserving its vibrant color and nutrients. Avoid boiling it for long periods, as nitrates and antioxidants are easily lost in water. A practical and powerful option is beet juice. Simply blend half a raw beet with a glass of water, or with an apple to soften the flavor. This juice can be consumed in the morning or up to an hour before walking or light exercise, as it immediately improves circulation and muscle oxygenation. Another interesting way to consume it is by grating raw beetroot into salads or making baked chips with a drizzle of olive oil and natural herbs, a healthy, nutrient-rich alternative. The average recommendation is 1 small beet per day, or half, if making a concentrated juice. Common mistakes to avoid. A common mistake is consuming pickled beetroot, loaded with salt, vinegar, or preservatives. This cancels out many of its benefits, especially for those with high blood pressure. Another mistake is adding too much sugar to the juice, turning a natural remedy into a metabolic health threat. It's also important to drink water throughout the day. Since beetroot stimulates the elimination of toxins, your body needs enough water to carry out this process without overloading the kidneys. What do studies say? Research from the University of Exeter in the UK showed that seniors who drank beetroot juice regularly for 15 days had significant improvements in physical performance, reduced fatigue, and increased walking distance during light activity. Another study, published in the journal Nitric Oxide, found that beetroot consumption increased the amount of oxygen available in leg muscles during physical activity by up to 20%. These findings indicate that beetroot not only helps prevent cramps, but also enhances muscle performance, strength, and endurance in the legs. Practical and real-life results. People over 60 who adopted daily beetroot consumption report increased energy for simple tasks like climbing stairs, walking through the market, or getting out of bed. Many say that leg pain has decreased, cramps have disappeared, and their bodies have become more responsive to daily activities. This small, humble, and accessible route may be the missing link between chronic fatigue and muscular vitality. When used properly, beetroot strengthens, nourishes, regenerates, and restores autonomy. In the next section, we'll go over a practical summary with objective tips, safe combinations, and simple strategies to incorporate these 3 foods into your daily routine in an effective, enjoyable, and uncomplicated way. Stay with me. Transformation begins in the smallest details. Now that you've learned about the 3 most powerful foods to prevent cramps, strengthen muscles, and restore vitality to your legs after 60, banana, pumpkin seeds, and beetroot, it's time to turn this knowledge into practical action. After all, just knowing what helps isn't enough. You need to know how to use it in daily life, in a simple, tasty, and sustainable way. 1. Breakfast. Energy and protection from the start. Start your day with a strategic combination to avoid early morning cramps, which are very common. You can prepare a smoothie with 1 ripe banana, 1 tablespoon of ground pumpkin seeds, 200 milliliters of plant-based milk, like almond or oat milk, a small piece of cinnamon or ginger for flavor and anti-inflammatory effect. This combo delivers potassium, magnesium, and healthy fats, 3 pillars for relaxed, nourished muscles, ready for daily movement. Best of all, it only takes 5 minutes to prepare. 2. Morning or afternoon snack, a functional bite. Instead of cookies or refined bread, which cause inflammation and blood sugar spikes, a risk factor for cramps, go for a functional snack. Here are some suggestions. A handful, 30 g, of roasted unsalted pumpkin seeds, sliced banana with natural peanut butter, plain yogurt with raw grated beetroot, and a drizzle of olive oil. These small meals help keep your metabolism balanced throughout the day, preventing energy crashes and supporting continuous muscle recovery. 3. Lunch. Color and nutrients on your plate. Incorporate beetroot into your main meal in a variety of ways. It can be served raw, grated with lemon, steamed in slices with olive oil, blended with carrot and orange into a juice, unstrained. These approaches ensure a steady supply of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, all essential for leg health, strength, and mobility. Combine with dark leafy greens like kale or spinach, lean proteins, chicken, fish, or eggs, and a serving of brown rice. This combination enhances the absorption of the nutrients found in beetroot, especially iron. 4. Before bed. A preventive dose against nighttime cramps. One of the most important times to prevent cramps is at night. Muscles enter a state of deep relaxation, and if they're poorly nourished, they may respond with painful spasms. An effective strategy is: eat half a banana or a small piece of cooked beetroot. Drink a glass of warm water with 1 tablespoon of ground pumpkin seeds, can be added to a calming tea like chamomile. This simple routine provides tryptophan, magnesium, and potassium before sleep, helping the neuromuscular system relax and regenerate. 5. Rotation and creativity. To avoid monotony, rotating preparation methods is key. Here are some more practical ideas. Antioxidant smoothie. Banana, raw beetroot, pumpkin seeds, apple, and coconut water. Functional pancake. Mashed banana, egg, oats, ground seeds, cooked in a non-stick skillet with no oil. Warm salad. Cooked beetroot, arugula, chicken strips, and toasted seeds on top. These variations keep your palate engaged and make it easier to stick to the habit, which is essential for lasting results. 6. Guidelines to enhance the effects. Stay hydrated. No food works miracles without water. Dehydration is one of the most common causes of cramps. Avoid inflammatory foods, ultra-processed items, cold cuts, sodas, and excess salt or sugar contribute to mineral loss and irritate the muscles. Keep a light movement routine. Even a 10-minute daily walk helps your body better absorb nutrients and keeps circulation active. 7. When to seek specialized help. If even after dietary changes you continue to experience frequent cramps, loss of strength, or numbness in your legs, it is essential to consult a geriatrician, a nutritionist, or a physical therapist. These professionals can run tests, assess specific deficiencies, and recommend more personalized strategies. Practical conclusion. This is not about trendy diets or miracle cures. What you've seen here is the power of simple, accessible nutrition designed for real results. 3 foods combined intelligently have the potential to transform your leg vitality, restore your confidence in walking, and prevent pains that limit your freedom. In the next and final section, we'll close with a message of motivation, a commitment to self-care, and an invitation to take action starting today. You've made it this far. That says a lot. It means you care about your health, your freedom of movement, your ability to live with dignity, without depending on others to walk, climb stairs, or simply leave the house without fear of falling. Unfortunately, many people only start valuing their legs when they can no longer walk properly. When pain appears, when cramps interrupt sleep, when steps become short, dragging, and unsteady. But not you. You are choosing the path of prevention. And that is an act of courage and responsibility. What you've learned in this video is not theory. It's not a passing trend. These are simple actions backed by science that work. Accessible foods, practical strategies, habits you can begin today. It doesn't matter if you're 60, 70, or 80, your body can still respond if you give it what it needs. And the most beautiful part, the care you're giving yourself today multiplies. You inspire those around you. Children, grandchildren, friends. Taking care of yourself is also a way to take care of others. So if you learned something new, if any part of this video resonated with you, don't let it stop here. Put it into practice. Choose one food to start with tomorrow. Plan your next trip to the market. Adjust your snack, talk to your doctor, but please don't go back to your old routine as if nothing has changed. Something has changed. And now, it's time to act. Share this video with someone you love. You might help them avoid a fall, a pain, or even a hospitalization. Sometimes, a piece of information like this can save a life or restore quality of life. And of course, leave a comment below. What was the biggest takeaway for you? Which of these changes will you apply in your next meal? If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, take the opportunity now. Here, you'll always find content focused on those who want to age with strength, health, and independence. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video, with more ways to strengthen not only your legs but your life as a whole.